and a very warm welcome to the news on Sansad TV. I'm Isha, Shah. It was an engaging third day of the winter session here in Parliament. We'll cover the latest from the proceedings in both the houses, plus news from the states and across the world. Let's begin right away with the headlines. Ahead of government formation in Gujarat on Monday, Chief Minister Bhupendra Bhai Patel submits his resignation to the governor. Congress Legislative Party meets to elect Legislative Party leader in Himachal Pradesh. Private Members' Bill on Uniform Civil Code introduced in Rajya Sabha. 4 bills to amend the list of scheduled tribes in 4 states introduced in Lok Sabha. Bills relate to Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka and Chhattisgarh. Cyclonic storm Mandus to hit Chennai coast on Saturday. Rain in many parts of Tamil Nadu. NDRF teams deployed. Educational institutions closed in many districts of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. And in the FIFA World Cup, all eyes on Neymar and Luka Modric as Brazil faces Croatia in the first quarter-finals. Argentina and Netherlands to clash in the second match later tonight. Let's take a look now at our Flash News segment. Minister of Women and Child Development Smriti Irani dismisses India's ranking in the Global Hunger Index, calls it a flawed measure of hunger in the Lok Sabha. More than 8,000 Indian prisoners in foreign jails at present, Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan informs Lok Sabha. International Energy Agency says renewable energy to be the largest source of electricity by 2025. Global production capacity to soar by 75% in 5 years. India reacts to vandalism and desecration of minority religious places in Pakistan, seeks immediate measures to bring persecutors to justice. Around 1,100 Indian students and 90 Indian citizens still in conflict-hit Ukraine, says Minister of State for External Affairs Meenakshi Lekhi in Lok Sabha. India will not be an ally of the United States but another great power, says White House Asia coordinator. Security situation including counter-terrorism efforts expected to figure in the meeting during the visit of US Acting Coordinator for Counter-Terrorism Timothy Betts to New Delhi from the 12th of December. Indian origin Sushmita Shukla appointed the first Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of the Federal Reserve Bank in New York. United States places 6 Pakistani companies on its entity list for missile proliferation and unsafeguarded nuclear activity. And Russia releases US WNBA star Brittany Griner in prisoner exchange for Russian arms dealer Victor Bout with United States. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar clarified on Friday that every issue can be raised on the floor of the House under relevant rules. He asserted that all suggestions of the members are welcome and assured consideration. The chairman also said that he was ready to run the House till midnight for articulating the will of the people.
There is no issue which can't be raised according to rules. We must exemplify our conduct that can be emulated. I am here to assure you that expression of any nature will find vent. It cannot be in the ad hoc fashion. If an honorable member was to rise here suddenly, raise an issue, reach a conclusion that a view has been taken, that will not be very fair to the office I hold. I am available to the members every day from 10 a.m. and thereafter during the House and up to late evening hours. I would always welcome any input from the honorable members, accommodate them. If in the ballot a matter of urgency has been left out for one reason or the other,
Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar said that being a part of the House of Elders, members must try and douse the fire and not ignite it. He assured the members that the Leader of the House, Leader of Opposition and former Prime Ministers Dr. Manmohan Singh and H.D. Deve Gowda will be given the floor, irrespective of rules.
can you imagine my pain? I am getting input from everyone all over the country. What happens here? You will get from select category, I will get from everyone. As an exceptional situation, I gave the honorable member 30 seconds. I hope he would make his input. We are not to ignite things. We have to douse fire everywhere. If we become the epicenter of it, where it will lead us? Leader of the House, Leader of the Opposition. We have the former Prime Minister. I have declared on the floor of this House that these three honorable gentlemen, one of them is not here, Dr. Manmohan Singh, if they rise, I will not look at the rule book. I said so in your presence. And all of you have access to them. My ears will be open to most difficult situation coming from this side or from them. But if you start making it the way you are doing it, you are entitled. Do it in my chamber. Do I take it now that we will exemplify our conduct to a level that everyone will say, yes, upper house is a role model of decorum, discipline. It is a theater for dialogue, debate, deliberation and discussion.
All right, now a private member's bill that seeks to provide for a panel to prepare a uniform civil code for the country was introduced in the Rajya Sabha on Friday. BJP MP Dr. Kirorilal Meena moved the Uniform Civil Code in India Bill 2020.
I move for leave to introduce a bill to provide for the constitution of the National Inspection and Investigation Committee for preparation of Union Civil Code and its implementation throughout the territory of India and for matter connected therewith or incidental hereto.
Opposition members from the Congress, CPI, CPIM and the Trinamool Congress protested against the introduction of the bill, saying that this will create differences in society. Union Minister Piyush Goyal urged the members to let the bill be introduced as it is the right of the member. With the opposition members seeking withdrawal of the bill, Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar called for division and the motion for introduction of the bill was passed with 63 votes in favour and 23 against it.
संविधान के आपने शुरू में सर कहा था कि अगर संविधान के अनुकूल कोई बात है तो उसको रखने से, इंट्रोड्यूस करने से कोई रोक नहीं सकता है, लेकिन संविधान के अगर प्रतिकूल है तब तो उसे रोका ही जा सकता। आपको इसे अलाउ भी नहीं करना चाहिए थे और इनको विड्रॉ कर लेना चाहिए।
This kind of extremities should come and spoil the democratic fabric of this country. I sincerely request honorable member to please withdraw and keep way for all the healthy minds to go on like this.
At this stage, to cast aspersions on the government,
Please be brief.
to cast aspersions on the government, to use the names of the very members of the Constituent Assembly to try and criticize this bill at the introduction stage is uncalled for.
Meanwhile, the government introduced 4 constitution amendment bills in the Lok Sabha. 2 bills are related to modifying the list of scheduled tribes in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and 2 are related to inclusion of certain communities in the list of scheduled tribes in Himachal Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Union Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda introduced the Constitution Scheduled Tribes Order, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th Amendment Bill 2022. And let's head to Gujarat now, where a day after the landslide win, Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Bhai Patel tendered his resignation along with his entire cabinet to the governor in Raj Bhavan in Gandhinagar today. He will be sworn in as the next Chief Minister of the state on the 12th of December. A meeting of MLAs will be held tomorrow at the party headquarters, Kamalam in Gandhinagar. After the meeting, the governor will be informed about the election of a new leader in the afternoon. The swearing in of the new Chief Minister and his cabinet will take place as per the governor's instructions. Gujarat BJP Chief C.R. Patil had already announced that Patel would continue to occupy the top post in the state and his swearing-in ceremony would be held on the 12th of December. The BJP registered a historic victory in Gujarat by clinching 156 seats in the 182-member House. And moving on to the latest from developments in Himachal Pradesh now, where the Congress Legislative Party is meeting in Shimla. Senior party leaders including Rajiv Shukla, Bhupendra Hooda and Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel are among the attendees. The three Congress observers met the governor and submitted a list of the party's winning candidates. They also sought time to formally stake claim to form the government amid hectic lobbying within the party for the Chief Minister's post. Pratibha Singh, Congress MP and the wife of former Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh, indicated that she is in the running for the top post. And let's move on to President Draupadi Murmu's engagements today, where she said that the progress of any country depends on the quality of its human resource and the quality of human resource depends on the quality of education. Addressing the third convocation ceremony of Doon University, the President noted that girls got 23 gold medals out of 36 and 8 PhD degrees out of 16 at the convocation. She said that this proves that there are adequate opportunities for education of women in the Doon University. Let's listen in.
मेरा मानना है कि किसी भी देश की प्रगति उसके मानव संसाधन की गुणवत्ता पर निर्भर होती है। मानव संसाधन की गुणवत्ता शिक्षा की गुणवत्ता पर निर्भर करती है। आज के युवा काल का भविष्य है। इस सूत्र वाक्य को अंगीकार करते हुए डून विश्वविद्यालय को सिर्फ राज्य स्तर पर नहीं बल्कि राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर गुणवत्तापूर्वक मानव संसाधन तैयार करने की दिशा में कार्यरत रहना है।
7th Common Foundation course at the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration in Mussoorie. She also said that the whole world is struggling with global warming and climate change and called for effective steps to solve these problems.
भारत को उन्नति और विकास के पथ पर अग्रसर करना, देशवासियों के उत्थान का मार्ग को प्रशस्त करना आप सबकी संवैधानिक जिम्मेदारी भी है और नैतिक अंतर्दायित्व भी है। समाज के हित का कोई भी कार्य सभी कुशलतापूर्वक संपन्न हो सकता है जब सभी भागीदारों का साथ लेकर चला जाए। समाज के सभी वर्गों और समुदायों की भागीदारी से किया गया कार्य प्रत्येक दृष्टिकोण से उत्कृष्ट होता है।
Earlier, President Draupadi Murmu inaugurated the Nakshatra Vatika at Raj Bhavan in the presence of Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami and Governor Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh. President Draupadi Murmu also performed Rudrabhishek at Raj Prageshwar Mahadev Mandir in Dehradun. The Supreme Court dismissed a petition seeking details of the collegium meeting held on the 12th of December 2018 under the RTI Act. Justice M.R. Shah and Justice C.T. Ravi Kumar's bench said that the signed decision taken by all the members of the collegium can be called the final decision. It further stated that tentative proposals prepared on the basis of discussion and consultation among the members cannot be said to be final unless they are signed by all the members. The bench also called the collegium a multi-member body whose provisional decisions cannot be placed in the public domain. Now, the Met Department has warned that severe cyclonic storm Mandus will pass through the coastal region of North Tamil Nadu and South Andhra Pradesh on Saturday. It is expected to trigger rains in parts of Tamil Nadu. Situated 270 kilometers from Karaikal, Mandus is expected to cross the coast near Mamallapuram. According to the Met Department, it will weaken into a cyclonic storm in the next few hours. Educational institutions have been closed in several districts of Tamil Nadu in view of the warning of heavy rains and strong winds. Meanwhile, in view of the alert, the administration declared a holiday for all schools and colleges in Puducherry and Karaikal regions. And time now for a quick look at some more news from across the nation. India is the largest milk-producing country in the world and accounts for 23% of global milk production. This was stated by the Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Piyush Goyal, during question hour in the Rajya Sabha. The government sought Parliament's approval for additional expenditure of over 3 lakh crore rupees under the supplementary demand for grants for the current financial year. In the Lok Sabha, Minister of State for Finance, Pankaj Chaudhary, presented a statement on the first batch of supplementary demands for grants for 2022-23. Prime Minister Modi wished former Congress President Sonia Gandhi on her birthday today. Many senior Congress leaders, including Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, also wished Mrs. Gandhi on the occasion. The longest-serving president of the Congress turned 76 today. The Supreme Court on Friday sternly directed the UPSC to take a final call on the appointment of Nagaland DGP on or before 19th December 2022. The Apex Court rejected an application filed by the UPSC seeking an additional 60 days to take the final decision. The wedding season in India helped boost the sales of retail vehicles by 26% in November from a year ago, according to data. The sale of three-wheelers jumped by nearly 80% in November, while tractor sales grew by more than 50%. And time now for a very short break in the bulletin. Lots more coming up on the other side. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's take a look now at all the latest from the Russia-Ukraine crisis. The United States is sending an additional $275 million in military aid to Ukraine. The aid includes large amounts of ammunition and high-tech systems that can be used to detect and counter drones in its ongoing war with Russia. The latest package includes 80,000 rounds of ammunition for howitzers and an undisclosed amount for high-mobility artillery rocket system. It also includes systems to counter drones and air defenses.
Clear yet the real losses of
The Ukrainian finance minister has said that supporting Ukraine financially is not charity but enabling the country to protect its freedom. He said that the problem which Russia created for all the civilized world and the price which other countries are paying to support Ukraine is incomparable. He also suggested that the EU should solve this issue regarding financing Ukraine to rebuild itself. Ukrainian President Zelensky said that Russia was using mines as another form of terror against Ukraine after 4 policemen were killed in a mine blast in Kherson. He said that mines laid by Russians over vast swathes of territory were even more cruel and meaner than missiles. He went on to thank the countries that have vowed to aid Ukraine in the demining of Russian-laid explosives. Zelensky awarded 3 officers killed in the blast on Wednesday with medals of honor. A police colonel has received the highest order, Hero of Ukraine. And let's take a look now at some more news from across the globe. Social media giant Twitter is facing a class action lawsuit for gender discrimination, alleging that women were disproportionately targeted in the layoffs that followed Elon Musk's takeover. Twitter reportedly laid off 57% of its women workers in comparison to 47% of men in violation of US laws against gender discrimination. Let's take a look at this report.
Two women who lost their jobs at Twitter when billionaire Elon Musk took over are suing the company in federal court, claiming that last month's abrupt layoffs disproportionately affected female employees. The discrimination lawsuit is the latest in a series of legal challenges over Musk's decimation of Twitter's workforce through mass layoffs and firings. Days after Musk bought the social media platform for $44 billion, the company told about half of employees on November 4th that they no longer had a job but would get 3 months severance. The lawsuit filed in a San Francisco federal court this week alleges that 57% of female employees were laid off compared to fewer than half of men, despite Twitter employing more men overall before the layoffs. The cutbacks continued throughout November, with employees given the choice to resign with severance or sign a form pledging extremely hardcore work, long hours and dedication to Twitter's new direction. Scores lost their jobs after declining to make the pledge. The lawsuit alleges that also disproportionately harmed women, who are more often caregivers for children and other family members and thus not able to comply with such demands. San Francisco-based Twitter started the year with about 7,500 employees worldwide, according to filing with securities regulators. The lawsuit filed late on Wednesday claims that 57% of female employees were laid off on 4th November compared to 47% of male employees. Bureau Report, Sansad TV.
And time now for a quick look at the most interesting developments in the world of sports. A struggling Indian team, severely depleted by a spate of on-field injuries and fitness-related problems, will be determined to avoid the ignominy of a clean sweep against Bangladesh in the final ODI of the 3-match series on Saturday. Debutant spinner Abrar Ahmed takes 7 wickets to restrict England's first innings at 281. Pakistan and day 1 of second test being played at Multan at 107 for 2. Australia in firm control of Adelaide Test, declared the first innings at 511 for 7, take 4 Caribbean wickets before close of day 2, lead Windies by 409 at stumps on day 2. 5 times champion Brazil are taking on 2018 runners-up Croatia in the first quarter-finals of the FIFA World Cup. And later tonight, another South American giant, 2 times champion Argentina, will be on the pitch against Netherlands for a place in the semi-finals. And with that, it's a wrap of the bulletin this evening. Keep watching Sansad TV for more news and updates. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow. Good night.